عليكم السلام. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي كان موجودا قبل حدوث الأشياء ويبقى بعد فناء الأشياء. تفرد بالأولية والقدم ووسم كل شيء ما عداه بالفناء والعدم كما قال ذا شانه كل شيء هالك إلا وجهه وقال كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام. سبحان من لا يخفى عليه اختلاف النيات ولا يعزب عنه معاصي العباد في الخلوات. سبحان الله الذي منه خلقة العباد وإليه المعاد. فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. نشهد أن لا إله إلا هو الملك الذي لا ينازع في ملكه ولا يضاد في حكمه. يعذب من يشاء بما يشاء كيف يشاء ويرحم من يشاء بما يشاء كيف يشاء. تعذيبه المسيء عدل وعفوه تفضل. ونشهد أن محمدا سيد المرسلين وخير المبشرين والمنذرين صلى الله عليه وآله الهداة المهديين. من ركب سفينتهم نجا واهتدى ومن تخلف عنها ضل فغرق وهوى. أوصيكم عباد الله بالاعتصام بالتقوى فإنه حبل متين وعروة وثقى. أما بعد فقد قال الله الحكيم في كتابه المبين وهو أصدق الصادقين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله يبشرك بكلمة منه اسمه المسيح عيسى ابن مريم وجيها في الدنيا والآخرة ومن المقربين. If you look at the Quran, you'll see that the Quran has mentioned the names of nearly 27 prophets, and majority of the ayat you will find are for Musa alayhi salatu wasalam and Adam alayhi salatu wasalam. Because the example of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the similarity of Rasulullah is with Musa alayhi salatu wasalam and his Sharia. But since Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is before Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and the second last of the prophets and also the second last of the Ulul Azm prophets, Allah has given him a special place. According to us, the birth of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam is on the 25th of Zulqa'dah, the same day when the earth was spread. Isa also was born according to the lunar calendar. And the day on which Isa was lifted up to the heavens is on the 19th of Ramadan al-Mubarak. The revelation, all the revelations of Allah, the Tawrat, the Zabur, the Injil, and the Quran were revealed in the month of Ramadan al-Mubarak. If you look at Al Imran, Surah Al Imran, one of those things I would like to tell you is majority of the enmity or hatred towards Islam and the Muslims is due to the fact that the others are ignorant or they are misinformed through the media, and they are ignorant about our religion itself. But if you go forward, simple greetings. This 25th of December is not the birth of Jesus, is not the day when he was born, but since they have made an ijma or they have made a consensus and they have decided that 25th of December is going to be the Christmas, we don't mind greeting them on that day also. Our ulama, ayatullahs, also have greeted the Christians on this day. And it is a good opening for us that when you give them a greeting or a gift, you also give them this small paragraph from the Quran about the birth of Maryam salamullahi alayha and about Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. It is not going to change their religion, but it is going to inform them that we are not anyone else. Recently there was a nikah, there was a wedding, and it was combined wedding. Muslims, non-Muslims, everyone was there. And only one single statement of mine left an impact on the Christian audience. I was saying that the wedding and the marriage is between the male and the female, the man and the woman, and no one else. And the second thing I said is, everyone has been created from a man and a woman except Adam alayhi salam and Hawa, Eve, and Jesus, who was born without a father, and he was a miracle. That's it. This statement has had an effect to such an extent that when I went out of that wedding hall and out of the hotel and was at the valet parking, I was giving them the credit card. There were 3 Christians who came forward and said, no, you should give it, we are going to give it. So the main thing he was saying was, and he paid for me. And the thing he was saying to that valid person was, I heard your speech. So you can just imagine, just a single statement of mine had that effect. So if you just put this 15 or 20 sentences, the translation of these sentences, and you give them a gift, that is going to have an effect. It is going to erase from their information everything which the media has told them. And the beautiful way the Quran has explained the birth of Maryam salamullahi alayha and the birth of Jesus is not even explained in the Bible itself. And the words given by the Quran to this great prophet has not been given in the Bible. For example, here, إِذْ قَالَتِ امْرَأَةُ عِمْرَانَ رَبِّ إِنِّي نَذَرْتُ لَكَ مَا فِي بَطْنِي. Now, Hannah is the mother of Maryam, and now they call Hannah. So there are many names which are from the Arabic, but they have changed it. And this is Ibrani. And Maryam's mother made a vow, that whatever is in my womb, I'm going to make it free for the service of God. Muharraran fataqabbal minni, accept this from me. Innaka anta samiul alim. Verily, O Allah, you are Sami, all hearing and all knowing. Now, after the pregnancy, her husband had died. And after the pregnancy, when she delivered the baby, she said, فَلَمَّا وَضَعَتْهَا قَالَتْ رَبِّ إِنِّي وَضَعْتُهَا أُنْثَى. Oh Allah, I have delivered not a son, but a daughter. During those days, only the sons were given into the service of Allah in the Baitul Muqaddas. And there was no facility for the woman. So she astonishingly says, and her husband had given her the glad tidings that you are going to have a son who's going to be a prophet. So she was shocked, and she said, how can this be? I have delivered a baby, which is a daughter. Allahu a'lam bima wada'at. Allah knows better what she has delivered. Walaysa dhakar kal unsa. And a son is not like a daughter. وَإِنِّي سَمَّيْتُهَا Maryam. Now, the mother of Maryam had named her Maryam. Maryam means Amatullah, the slave of Allah. وَإِنِّي أُعِيذُهَا بِكَ وَذُرِّيَّتِهَا مِنَ الشَّيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. I give Maryam as well as her progeny in your shelter or refuge from the Satan. فَتَقَبَّلَهَا رَبَّهَا. This is very, very, very important. You finish your prayer, but you cannot even claim that my prayer has been accepted. But here in this ayat, Allah says, فَتَقَبَّلَهَا. Allah accepted. بِقَبُولٍ حَسَنٍ. Best way. Allah has. وَأَنْبَتَهَا نَبَاتًا حَسَنًا. And He made her grow in the best way. What is that best way? She did not grow up like a normal child. She grew up different from normal children. She used to grow in one day. She used to grow like the normal children grow in 1 week. So she was growing faster. فَكَفَّلَهَا زَكَرِيَّا. Zakaria was the guardian and he took care of her. كُلَّمَا دَخَلَ عَلَيْهَا زَكَرِيَّا الْمَحْرَابَ. Whenever Zakaria used to enter into the place where Maryam was, he used to find with her fruits. So he made a small place inside the Baitul Muqaddas for Maryam. قَالَ مَرْيَمْ أَنَّ لَكِ هَذَا. From where did you get these fruits? قَالَتْ هُوَ مِنْ عِنْدِ اللَّهِ. These fruits are from Allah. And إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَرْزُقُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Allah gives risk to whomever He wants without any measure. هُنَالِكَ دَعَا زَكَرِيَّا. Now Zakaria also got motivated. That's why I'm telling you that if you see a place where there are only, for example, evil people. I'm not talking about clubs. I'm talking about centers. Some people say, "Oh, Mara, we don't want to go over there. There is so much of gossiping. There is so much of backbiting, and these are all persons we don't want to mingle." So I'm going to tell you today that yes, you have to go over there. Why? Because just by looking at you, maybe the others get motivated. They will turn towards the spirituality. And not all, maybe a small child, a child who is 15 or 14 may look at you and want to follow you. So that's what happened when Zakaria was taking care of Maryam and he saw the piety of Maryam and what Allah has sent for Maryam by fruits. He got motivated and he himself started to pray. Oh Allah, give me a child. Give me a child like that. At the age of 96, he's asking Allah to give him a progeny. إِنَّكَ سَمِيعُ الدُّعَاءِ. فَنَادَتْهُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَهُوَ قَائِمٌ يُصَلِّي فِي الْمِحْرَابِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُبَشِّرُكَ بِيَحْيَى. Now he was standing in the mihrab and there Allah sent down the wahi that Allah is giving you the glad tidings of a son by the name of Yahya. And Yahya is going to be the one who is going to acknowledge بِكَلِمَةٍ مِّنَ Allah, the word of Allah, the kalima of Allah. So Yahya is going to acknowledge the prophet of Allah who is Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, kalima. He's going to be Sayyid, leader, Hasur. He is not inclined towards marriage at all. So nowadays there are so many of them, Hasur, right? So, قال رب أن يكون لي غلام. Now he prayed to Allah that he wants a son, and now when Allah is giving him the son, he said, how can that be? Now he's questioning, أنّا لي غلام, how can I get a son? وقد بلغني الكبر when I have become so old, and my wife is barren. How can it be? كَذَلِكَ يَفْعَلُ مَا يَشَاءُ. كَذَلِكَ اللَّهُ يَفْعَلُ مَا يَشَاءُ. This is how Allah does whatever He wills. Now, He doesn't stop over there. He wants a sign from Allah. So Allah gives him a sign that now, since you are asking for a sign, you will not be able to speak for 3 days. So he could not speak for 3 days. How would you feel? I want to speak, but the voice is not coming out. So Allah says that you will not be able to speak for 3 days, illa ramza, but with signs. So you want water, you say water. وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمَ. Now Allah is choosing Maryam, and He's saying, remember, O Prophet, the time when the Malaika told Maryam, Inna Allah istafaki. Allah has chosen you. وَاسْتَحَّرَكِ, and He has purified you. وَاسْتَفَاكِ عَلَى نِسَاءِ الْعَالَمِينَ, and He has chosen you over all the ladies of the world of your time. Then Allah tells Maryam what to do. Ya Maryam, uqnuti. Devote yourself to Allah. Lirabbiki. Wasjudi. Do the sajda. And you know, the sajda we do is not the same as the sajda they used to do before us. They used to lie down on their stomach and then do the sajda. I think nowadays also you see them doing that. Warkai, and do the ruku. And ruku at that time was not like us. What you call kneel down? Kneel down. So they do it till the end. Warkau ma'ar rakin. This is an ayah which shows that we have to be in a congregation. Allah doesn't tell her to do the ruku at her own room. No. He says, Warkai ma'ar rakin. Do the ruku with the people who are doing the ruku. ذَلِكَ مِنْ أَنْبَاءِ الْغَيْبِ. So then Allah gives her glad tidings. وَإِذْ قَالَتِ الْمَلَائِكَةُ يَا مَرْيَمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُبَشِّرُكِ بِكَلِمَةٍ مِّنْهُ. Allah is giving you the glad tidings of one kalima from Allah. I don't have much time, but I'll just give you an example. In the olden days, whenever they used to write down, they did not have words. They drew the picture. Remember? They want to draw a bird or water, so they do pictures. And before that, they didn't even draw any picture. They used to show with their hand. So water is not water. Water is the real thing which we drink and quench our thirst. So here kalima is not the word. Kalima is Prophet Isa alayhi salatu wasalam himself. He is Kalimatullah. And Kalimatullah are the people who have those names, not just the words. Ismuhu al-Masih. His name is going to be Masih. And you should know that the Jews were waiting for Messiah. So he is al-Masih. Isa ibn Maryam, wajihan fi dunya wal akhirah. He is going to be honorable in this world as well as the next. Wa min al-muqarrabin, and from those who are close to Allah. وَيُكَلِّمُ النَّاسِ فِي الْمَهْدِ وَكِهْلًا. He is going to speak to the people from the cradle as well as when he is mature. Mature means when he is 30, in his 30s. Isa was lifted up to the heavens at the age of 32. وَمِنَ الصَّالِحِينَ, and he is from the pious ones. قالت, now she says, قالت رَبِّ أَنَّا يَكُونْ لِي وَلَدْ where will the sun come for me? Where? Lam yamsasni bashar. A human being has not even touched me. This is a beautiful statement from the Quran. It is not even in the Bible. Lam yamsasni bashar. Qala kazalika Allah yakhluqu ma yasha. This is how Allah creates whatever He wishes. إِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُنْ فَيَكُونُ. Whenever He decides an affair, He just says kun and it is there. وَيُعَلِّمُهُ الْكِتَابِ وَالْحِكْمَةِ وَالتَّوْرَاةِ وَالْإِنْجِيلِ. Allah is going to give him the knowledge of the book, the wisdom, and the Torah and the Injil. وَرَسُولًا إِلَىٰ بَنِي إِسْرَائِيل. He's going to be a prophet towards who? Bani Israel, not towards the whole world. Bani Israel. And he's going to say to them, أَنِّي قَدْ جَئْتُكُمْ بِآيَةٍ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. I have come to you with a sign from Allah. And what are these signs? إِنِّي أَخْلُقُ لَكُم مِّنَ الطِّينِ كَهَيْئَةِ الطَّيْرِ. I am going to create a bird from the clay. And I'm going to blow in it, and it is going to be alive. So one more. Bi-iznillah, with the permission of Allah. وَأُبْرِئُ الْأَكْمَهَ. And I'm going to cure the lepers. وَالْأَبْرَصَ وَأُحْيِي الْمَوْتَى. And I'm going to bring back the dead to life. Bi-iznillah. And thank God that Isa is not here today. Then he says, وَأُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِمَا تَأْكُلُونَ. And I'm going to inform you what you have just eaten. And then what? وَمَا تَدَخَّرُونَ. And I will inform you what you are hiding in your houses. So, just remember, Bi'iznillah, there is enough Allah. So from this we come to a conclusion that this is Surah Al-Imran from 36 to nearly 52 in regard with Maryam and Isa alayhi salatu wasalam. And in Surah Maryam also, in the ayat which are 30, you will find the way Isa was born. How she went out and how Isa alayhi salatu wasalam was born. I was just telling them, since all of you are here, it doesn't harm you if you say Happy Christmas. It doesn't harm you if you give them a gift. The main difference between the Christians and the Muslims is that during the Christmas, there are sales everywhere. Right? 50% off, 70% off, right? And during Hajj, everything is up. I've seen it. Right? And even during the ziyarat, everything. And even during Muharram, the Maulanas. But the difference is this one. We have to learn from them. That instead of raising the prices, we have to accommodate everyone to rejoice, to facilitate. I did my Hajj in $3,000, and now it is $13,000, $12,000. May Allah guide these people. إن أحسن الحديث وأبلغ الموعظة كتاب الله العزيز الحكيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي لا إله إلا هو الحليم الكريم غافر الذنب وقابل التوب وهو الغفور الرحيم. سبحان من لم يكلف نفسا إلا دون وسعها وعفى عن السيئات ولم يحاسبها سبحان من لا يزداد على معاصي العباد إلا كرما وجودا، وعلى كثرة الذنوب إلا عفوا وصفحا. نشهد من لا إله إلا هو العطوف على العباد بجوده، والعباد على المذنبين بحلمه، ونشهد أن محمدا نبيه وحبيبه وسيد المرسلين وشفيع المذنبين صلى الله عليه وآله، الداعين إلى سبيل الله بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة، قادة الأمم وأولياء النعم ومعدن الرحمة. أوصيكم عباد الله بالتوبة عما سلف من ذنوبكم، والإنابة عن الأوزار التي أثقلت ظهوركم، فإنه تعالى كريم بكم رؤوف عليكم، يقبل اليسير ويعفو عن الكثير. قال الله تعالى وقوله الحق: قل يا عبادي الذين أسرفوا على أنفسهم لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله، إن الله يغفر الذنوب جميعا إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. على قد أمركم الله بمحكم كتابه بالصلاة على نبيه، إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي، يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على أفضل الأنبياء والمرسلين مولانا أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعلى سيد الأوصياء وإمام المتقين أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
وعلى سيدة النساء وبدرة خاتم النبيين فاطمة الزهراء سلام الله عليها.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل
وعلى
محمد.
الحسن المجتبى والحسين الشهيد بكربلاء، وعلي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي. اللهم صل على مولانا صاحب الزمان وخليفة الرحمن ومظهر العدل والإيمان، صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آبائه الكرام. اللهم عجل فرجه وسهل مخرجه واجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات، تابع بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات إنك مجيب الدعوات. اللهم اجعلنا ممن يذكر فتنفعه الذكرى. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء